no whether increase spirit of resoluteness, spirit of determination, spirit of focusness, avenue resources, Asia, I need that continue that propagating gospel redemption, and no listen whether continue that provide the carry. No listen where Jimazina the Kanu revive POB, then yes, I mean Biafra no shackle of Demos is zoological republic now. No listen what very Obimazina the Kanu to bake the what we can do because you want a teacher we play the Okadi portion Imazina the Kanu, Okada Imazina the Kanu, hobby roro, Okada Jivo Swabare no VDSS donjon over Betina. No listen to Kokike Abiama, without a TN representative well back when I not Biafra. Or you kid on me well on Etsy. What out to tell me, Wakasaloki Quapo, Bofoni Quapo, Lukumara, you also run about me Biafra. I will do everything humanly possible. I will mention it Biafra or day restore. And I'm going to check it and only. I will do obey as I tell you, call about your way. Be promises, you will promise about me Biafra. No one I fulfill it. Emmy's dry or no, in Novi Egypt, they wake Egba or Covi na Waika in Moses in Mandate now. You was swimming me Israel of Egypt. Or you will copy your BV, Mazina the Canyon agent. So I mean Biafra. When I fulfill a quack job before he promised you about it. I've had any UN child, America child, or we work power above or child. As a matter of fact, I go on I've had the slavery right really. No listen when I cover Egba or Hoviruru, I've mentioned Avasio Mava Novi, a colonial master, Avasio Mava Novi, amalgamation, equi British, Ikoma Kugbe, Akujobi was Kukubeni, Avakujobi Vodi Kugbe Ovio Toy Nigeria. No listen, Ava Mota Ejobi Ovobowe, what power checker, I to tak Pata Biafra, no Nana, Egba, well, Bani, a prophet, where Mazina the Kano authority, ani okedete, ani odoku of a karaye, ni atotak Pata Biafra, no Nana, a prophecy, or prophesy, Ayobi caught to fulfillment, no gonna say, well, the way you zero now, the way or you pevenana, no say, what ye ni Arami Biafra, Aji with Vuyota, V. Enwe, yobi. No say, one year o ma voivare, what ye gravare, what your quavare, mention it working improve woman where. Ki no so no blue wover, ki ichuko ki kabiama wover, ki obasi wover, wo prove ma we ki hwakpo again any wogen no so no blue no day in existence. On I may not I only tirelessly mention Biafra de restore. I support it financially, I support it morally, I support it in all ramification that I support it more Biafra nana. No say what I bless it, I bless the family right. I encourage me, I me like you. I will suve. I will kwa jobi. I broadcast via radio Biafra, via Biafra television, via YouTube. I mamoreje. Ove wo jobi by otai Biafra nana. Man woda vero sa vero si fe ma family rai. Mebe face one of Omote Biafra. Man woda vero se make us okuvo. Kemu oda me ovenwe me year 2022 nana wakawa bless me. No listen. Avenue eje. Koreani okade convenience keme mikada propagate gospel redemption na no listen what provide direct kemi avenue mikada continue mikada lo ohun yana na gba no ohun yana na o dey party i destiny me anu wo ijume ovon na melwe na no listen ona ye me norio nuwo lu kavario abami Biafra he said thank you very much wonderful people. Very soon I'm going to open a church. Love him, Jesse. Very soon, Donald. Very soon, I'm going to open a church so that I can be collecting offering. Enough is enough. Sister Sandra, very soon, I'm going to open a church. Shime, thank you so much. I'm going to open a church. Because I don't say my prayer don't increase every day. If I don't pray one thing, another prayer point go the another prayer point go the another. Hey God, Omote. So thank you now so much. Oh, I don't say some of them go they wonder now. What they call they make Omote body they sweeter like this. She went jackpot. She what they make her body they sweeter like this. Abi they don't give her document. Yeah, what they call they make her body they sweeter like this. What did they make my body they sweet me? Pass document. It pass anything. It pass jackpot. Because anybody when see say nobody will not go there happy when see say he had hard work they get good fruit. Nobody will not go happy. Anybody will not happy when he hard work, they get good fruit, positive results, he not happy. Now be say the person not they take note of what they go on. Now be say the person not they take note of his hard work. Now be say the person they lose guard. But me Efe, I know they lose guard. Let me tell you one thing today, great Biafrans all over the world. Everything that is happening today, changing their name from to what do they call her? Or to Harlot Idu, or to Harlot, what do they call her? Restoration, that be Amazina, the Kanu, whatever. What do they call her? Open a radio, all those things. Now IPOB media warrior. Now IPOB, now we set the agenda ahead of them. Now we push them. They can't go land for that place. Yes. Now our plan. Now we package her. Now we arrange her. Now we push her to that. Now we push them to that level. And now where will they find when they land? Now they don't finally land. So before they came, they were already prepared men. Men with caliber. Men will get chests. Men will get what it takes to stay for the gates, to block the gates, say no entrance. What come to the walls to go establish on our own. We have succeeded in doing that. These people wanted to take IPOB just like the most lightest paper where you go ever expect on this planet Earth. The way IPOB from outside, the way IPOB from inside. At the tapper, they say, I say this thing no heavy you. If I say this thing no heavy you, we go fit carry this thing no. The tapper, they carry and they go. But you never quick then carry this thing reach like 1 pole or 1 mile. The thing comes out to the heavy them. It be like when you put pot for fire, the pot don't use until they cook soup or you don't use until they boil water. Probably a matter day that very morning. You just they come, you go feel say the way your hand take block or the way your hand take cold. Anything when you any hot thing when you use and carry, say you not go feel hot you. You go just tap the pot. Bah. But before you go carry the pot, go pour the water for bucket, or you won't go use and carry the pot reach where they go maybe in a small distance. You will see say your hand on the shiver. If care is not talking, that water go fall for your hand, it go split for your body go pee. So the tapper POB from outside, the tapper from inside, which is the people like the Madam Rita Ezeisi, aka Madam Yibo, Nelly Ofuegbu, Rita, what did they call her? Asiegbu, Ikechinyere Asiegbu, aka Nelly. What did they call her? Nwa Budana Finland, Njoku Pikin. The tapper from outside, the tapper from inside. The person say this is daylight now. Forget it. We go do this job. Go do a clean man. Not today yet. But at the tapper, they manage to carry them. No. They manage to carry them. Not be say they not carry them. They carry them. They feel them. They feel the weight, and they see and say it daylight. But unknown to them say before they come. There were people who are divined by God Almighty. There are people who are fortified by the spirit of Biafra to pilot their fear of Biafra under IPOB as the state actor for the restoration of Biafra. They are divine people who are being mandated for this thing. So before they could get to before they feel leave one pole to the other pole, the people don't get signal. The people who were given the mandates have gotten the signal. Now then the battle for they start from. What now happen? From the beginning when the saga won't start. Some of you surprised. I come at one day, I provoke. I say no. I say I'm dedicating my page for these people. Some of you say, Efe, how can you say you dedicate your page to fight your own brother? How can you say you dedicate your page to fight for your own sister? How can you say you dedicate your page to fight internal enemy? Where the zoo is there. You have not talked about how to bring out Mazi and Kanu. You have not talked about how to do this. I say, if you want to hear how to bring Mazi and Kanu, please go to Radio Biafra. If you want to hear how they want to restore Biafra, please go to Radio Biafra. You see this page, Omote Biafra TV. I say I dedicate it for them. I no go eat. I no go drink water. I no go do any other thing. Every day na them. Every day na them. Every day na them. Every day na them. Because I have seen that the situation have warranted like that. My first target was to drag Nwankpota into saga. Mazi Akas can attest to this. Mazi Akas, if you are listening, you go know. One day me and Mazi Akas talk. I say Mazi Akas for phone, for behind camera. I say Mazi Akas. I say my target now to drag Nwankpota into saga. I say if we drag one, I say if we succeed, man, not say me. I say if we succeed in dragging Nwankpota into saga, then the whole thing, the whole job is done. We start, bomber to bomber, left and right. I say, when we drag Nwankpota enter saga, it means say we don't carry and come out for in that seat. That supposed seat when if you say now the digbo, it means say we don't pull and come out for that seat. Come put am for where we dey. Then the road go dey clear for IPOB leadership to do their legal work. Then it will come be we and them. It will come be we and them on social media. Even if they talk anything, DOS criminal, Chinas I want to what crime? This one Kanuta, Kane, he saw his brother. This one, that one. I say you don't go to touch them again. Now we go to take the bullet. Now we go to fire the bullet. Now we go to do the first. Now we go to do the scoring. I say Mazi Akas, my own personal target now is to drag Nwankpota enter saga. Mazi Akas say yes. Then after we succeeded in dragging Nwankpota enter saga, now Nema, king of saga. That was 2021. After I come finally see and say he don't enter saga. Now Nema say. My sister, I don't want to block you, but you are distracting our people. Please, don't let them be putting red head for your comment. If they put red head, then I will have to block you. You are distracting them. Stop putting that comment. Let them let them get peace of mind, please. So, at the end of the day, we succeeded in carrying Nwankpota enter saga. Then first after the saga, all the hot. He can't come outside, can't challenge us. He said he go open our cup of warm. He said they give us nothing 1 month to open our cup of warm. Immediately he talked that one. Oh yeah, fire from left and right. Boom, 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 boom. 3 months with the wait, make cup of warm open. Cup of warm no open. Then he don't longer analyze the Zoological Republic anymore. Before that time, not be say that they analyze them, because what led to me to declare say I want to dedicate this my page to Nwankpota Filan was the continuously of the analysis of our leadership of the DOS. He was not doing anything anymore. The DOS are holding our leader. The DOS don't want our leader to be free. Mazi Kanu don't have clothes. Mazi Kanu is not eating. Our leader must be free. They have sold the seat at home. They say it's political solution. And they did this one. Step aside. If you don't want to be target terrorist. Somebody who said that if you don't want to be target terrorist, that you should step aside and let people who want to be target terrorists to step in and let and take over. Today, the same person now they tell him, I say, I'm gathering every evidence and proof to prove to the world that IPOB is a terrorist. But a few months ago, if people like us and many other Biafran hefty weight media warrior did not stand their ground to push back these infiltrators, this Idu, what do they call it, auto harlots, we felt intimidated, or we felt if truly you are not ready to be target terrorists, step aside, let those of us that want to be target terrorists. If we fed for it the way some of you fed for that cheap talk of Nwankpota Filan, that if you don't want to be target terrorists, that you should step aside. For those who are willing to be target terrorists to take over. If we never stood our ground to say no, this is who we are. We are being known as a peaceful movement right from the beginning. We fell for that cheap talk. You wouldn't have find out that today the same person will come on social media to tell people that is gathering proof to show to the world that IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a terrorist. If we never stood our ground to push back, these people for not take the name or to harlot, they for not launch the name, therefore we for not discover that these people are infiltrators. If we never stood our ground, we were gullible like some of you. We never stood our ground. We never recognized who we are. That people like us were made, we are created, we are born for this purpose that we are today. These people should have end up opening supposed radio. Those of us, we see wetin una no see. Despite your age, despite your education, despite your intelligence, with our own little knowledge and understanding, we could discover who these people were or who they are. And we started to raise an alarm. And we use everything we got to hold tight the gates of freedom. I want to remind all of you today, though in 2012, 2017, 2015, I was not there to know what conspired at that time. But those people who were there at that time, they take the story repeatedly. What we went through in 2021, early 2021 stroke 2022, the same thing has happened twice to IPOB. But that one not gonna dey heavy as this. Because at that time, even the struggle for Biafra has not gotten this kind of momentum when you get today, the kind of ground when you get today. There were people who took the fight upon themselves to sustain the fight, to protect IPOB on the absence of our supreme leader. There were people who did it. And I can see and show you today, some of the people who fought to sustain the struggle for IPOB in 2015, 2012, and all those times, some of them not even the IPOB till today. But at that time, the spirit of Biafra, God Almighty, used them at that time. And when he saw that, okay, your own role, your own duty for the restoration of Biafra, now then now for end. Now that role now you won't play, you don't play. When they start to do what they do, the spirit of Biafra, they said the spirit of Biafra pushed them aside and he brought other people who are more formidable, more dogged and rugged, more willing, who are ready to do everything, anything possible to make sure say the infiltrator that came this time never penetrate, not to talk of say they want to approve the foundation of IPOB. Everybody who started at that time, everybody who have left IPOB, everybody who have done everything possible to make sure they put the foundation of IPOB down, they all ended in opening radio. All of them ended up opening a radio station to rival the one opened by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now I'm asking, is there any difference? We shall make series of videos, broadcast, to tell you, to prove to you that there is no difference between Irwanya and Wagbuda and Co. There is no difference between Ushemefo and Wagbuda and Co. There is no difference between Asari and Wagbuda and Co. There is no difference between what do they call them? Hotel builder and Wagbuda and Co. I say they are only doing their own in a different dimension. They want to try to do it in a different style. But because of the intelligence that we have, we decoded them. Because the people who decoded your infiltrators were mandated to, as in, they part of this struggle. It is not ordinary. It is not ordinary. And that is why sometimes when I dey angry to dey cause some of una, sometimes I go still come back to my senses after the broadcast. I go dey feel pity for una. Say it is not your fault. You were not given that gift. You don't have that gift. You don't have it. Because, excuse me, again one proverb when it say you cannot give what you don't have. There are people who were especially given this gift to decode when infiltrators are coming. I decoded it in 2019. Late 2019. Immediately that guy came. It was not up to 2 weeks that I attacked him. It was not up to 2 weeks. He has not made up to 10 videos. What is 10? He never made reach 5 videos before I attacked that guy. I said it from the beginning. So sometimes when I get angry, I say, you not the place, you not they do this one, you not be useless, you not be that, you not be that. If I don't finish, I say, Faye, calm down. Everybody cannot be you. Everybody cannot have this kind of intelligence you have. Everybody cannot have the spirits that you have. Everybody cannot have the ability to dissect things the way you have. Calm down. It is not their fault. Now, I have been waiting, or we have been waiting for a day like this. You know, I continuously, repeatedly, to tell these people, I say, don't drive on the back of your fellow man. If you are man enough, pick up a name. What I want to do with, I want to register them, or I want to do it online as soon as they do it, so, or however you choose to do it. Do it. Let it be that. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for doing that. One thing I like about the new page experience, because you can see my page not there as it used to be. I go tap some, they send me message, say new page experience, make I update my page. I updated my page. That is why they say even a lot of people don't they get alert from my page. So the good thing when they do, when I call like about this page, we say when you want to block somebody, they will say block this person, or block this person with any other account when the person won't create. If you block this person now, if the person won't go create on any other account, that person is automatically blocked. You understand? Any account when that person won't create is automatically blocked. Now, so this page do me, and what they do then, and then they say block. I'll say block the person, this person present generation, block in next generation, and block the generation when you walk on maybe 200 decades to call. Block all of them. I started they block them. So even if I block you now, your brain can later open. You can't go open another account. Oh, you cannot come back to a FEB page again. It is finished. It is finished. So Facebook, thank you very much for giving me that opportunity. Thank you so much. So now we lay the foundation for ground. I continuously repeat. You cannot continue riding on the back of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on his own platform that you on daily basis you decriminalize them, you terrorize them, you want to put down the foundation, you want to do this, you want to do that. Stand on your own. Take responsibility of every action that you want to carry out in Biafra land. Take responsibility for it. Don't constitute nuisance in the name of IPOB. Don't constitute news. Don't terrorize people in the name of Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi and IPOB. Don't not go rob people in the name of Nnamdi and IPOB. Don't raise funds in the name of IPOB and ESN. We start to set the record straight, because we know it will get to a point when we don't fight them both physically, spiritually, and legally. They will be forced to pick up a name. They will be forced to create a platform. They will be forced to stand on their own. And when they finally stand on their own, it automatically, they want to come and rival IPOB. And that is where now they forgot to come late. Now then they forgot to move then they forgot to meet their doom. Let me tell you something today. They are still mentioning the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yes. When Iruanya opened IPOB International, Biafra Radio International, until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came from the prison at that time in 2015, he mentioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name to the last day. Like I said, it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that was given the mandate to restore Biafra. Apart from the mandate that was given to him by God Almighty that you and I never saw, the people came together and also gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the mandate to restore Biafra. Even before Mazi Odumegwu Ojukwu passed away, he also acknowledged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the person who is to pilot and restore the Biafra restoration. So they know that the Biafran people knows that the mandate to restore Biafra, it is given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So even when they are falling to the last minute, they will continue to hold on to the name Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they know say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there for captivity. It is not here to they say the rest constraint for the people to hear by themselves. So they want to do everything possible to continue to hold on to that name in order to continue to brainwash the people. But one thing where they forgot they get it wrong, be said, it is not all about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Each time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gets into captivity, there is already structured on ground. There are already people who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have given that blessing to pilot their fear, has given that knowledge to pilot their fear on behalf of him. On behalf of him. That is why he gave them the privilege to know one. He gave them the privilege to know one, not two. Then he may not go know the three. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do not want anything to be done on behalf of him, when he's in captivity, in a time like this, he shouldn't have allowed them to know one, not two. He should have kept those three for himself. Then when he's in captivity, the other three will be with him in the captivity. We shouldn't have something like IPOB or DOS or head of directorate. We shouldn't have different departments that we have in IPOB today. Now, before Radio Biafra International ceased to exist, to the last minute before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was released from the captivity, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name was mentioned till the last day. I stopped to hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name on Radio Biafra International the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got his freedom. The day he got his freedom. Then the next thing they hear for that place, Nnamdi Kanu now collected $600,000. They now build a hatch, what do they call him? Hack for him in so place. He has a very big mansion in Cyprus. He's sleeping with different women in whatever in that place. He now have luxurious cars. His father's palace now is now built with gold. His wife now wearing diamond and silver. He's now living a luxurious life. Now what we call the here thing, the radio finally fade away. But at the beginning, you know, everything our supreme leader, everything our leader Onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been saying, it has been truth. He has filed the Zoological Republic to a standstill. The Janjaweed government, they want to incarcerate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are not going to allow that. We are going to make sure that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free from the captivity. The Uchemefo is a criminal. Uchemefo have a jack IPOB. Uchemefo he don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Uchemefo is a criminal. All manner of things. The people who were in charge at that time, they were all criminalized. Just like as he's playing now today. As they play with the scene in the show. It has happened in the time past. I'm going somewhere low. Be patient enough. I want to tell you the reason why. If you are among the people who fought this great battle, that these people now pick up a name, and to the extent that they now restore, they now open a radio for themselves. Be very, very proud of yourself. It is a very great privilege for you to be part of this battle. Or this already won battle against infiltrators. Be very, very proud of yourself. If you are a woman, be proud of yourself. If you are a man, be proud of yourself. You are the true sons and daughters of your father. You are the true sons of the soil. And the gods of your land is going to, as in, it will bless you in abundantly for this great job where they part to fight to a standstill. Because victory is already here. In all ramification, being it our supreme leader's freedom, being it to restore Biafra, being it to block every angle that the enemy that they have intended to get rid of what we are doing. All of them as it don't be victory for us. Uche first started holding kure meeting for behind at that time. Mazi Kanu will do a broadcast, he will come, he will counter it. Mazi Kanu will do a broadcast, he will come, he will counter it. He started holding meeting with some IPOB members. First of all, they went to the so-called coastal region to go and see how they can capture some people in that place. Let me tell you one thing. Biafran struggle need vocalness. Biafran struggle need ruggedity and doggedness. Biafran struggle need consistency. Biafran struggle need intelligence. But if you are being privileged to have all these things and you are part of Biafra struggle, does not mean that you also have the power to destroy Biafra. Make I repeat myself. Biafra struggle need vocalness, which George Onibe had. It need intelligence, George Onibe had. It need ruggedity, which George Onibe had. It need doggedity, which George Onibe had. It needs ability to speak and to be an extremist, which George Onibe had. But it all left him. Immediately, he stepped out of IPOB. So what I'm saying today, if you are privileged to have all these things as a human being, you are not part of the struggle. Those things will be effective for you. It will be useful for you. It will be of use for you and the struggle when you are in IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Kanu, because they are the one that is holding the mandate, the blessing, the roadmap to the restoration of Biafra. Those things will be effective for you. But as soon as you step aside, according to Joku Piki, step aside. As soon as you step aside, those things will gently leave you. Even when you are shouting, you are continuing to be vocal, you are continuing to be rugged and dogged. As soon as you step out, those things, it go be like, it go just fade away. It go be like, oh, there for wilderness, they shout. You go just there like somebody that is in wilderness, that is shouting, that nobody is hearing you. Biafra struggle, I repeat, it is a spirit. I have confirmed it. It is not everybody that have the privilege or the gift to be part of Biafra struggle and be successful. When I mean successful, to be consistency, to their consistency, to their consistency, to the propagate the gospel. It is not everybody. If you are privileged to have it, hold it and guard it jealously. I understand it. I understand everything to this level when I explain and give and so. People who are close to me, if they are privileged to speak to me when I'm in the spirit, I they explain to them to this level when I explain to Nariso. Now, it all started for people to step aside for them. Being part of the radio, it all ended, as in everything ended. We never allowed them to penetrate radio. They mounted all campaigns. They mounted all campaigns. Boycott radio. They are not gossiping. Boycott DOS. They have sold out our leader. Boycott giving money to IPOB. Indenaya is the one using the money to be doing fresh body, going to India to be doing juju. Boycott Kanuta because Kanuta is the one that sold his brother. All these things we managed to sustain. All these things we managed to, as in, to fight to open the eyes of Biafran that everything that these people are saying, there's no evidence, there's nothing. That these people, they are lying. When every angle to pull down IPOB, to penetrate IPOB, to infiltrate IPOB has failed, they now went back to the drawing board. At this time around, they have dropped IPOB because it's becoming too heavy for them. When you carry a load that you think is as light as possible, and if possible, you are taking that load probably to maybe a distance where it will take you how many hours or how many days or how many years, and you don't know how far the distance is. It will get to a point you can't hold the load like this, so it will get to a point the load will go down. It will get to a point it will come there like this. It will get to a point you call the get hunchback. It will get to a point you know if you call the waka with the load again, you call the nyaka with and like this. It could get to a point you will come drop and say, I beg, my back don't they ache me. My back is beginning to ache me. It got to a point that they now have to drop the IPOB himself. Yes, they drop IPOB himself. Immediately they drop IPOB himself. That was the day they declared autopilot. The very day they dropped IPOB was the day they declared autopilot. You know, autopilot was initially initiated when the sit at home was cancelled or was suspended. It was initiated. It was as in now that they initiate them, but they never fully fully accept or to fully launch them to say we are autopilot. They still claim to be IPOB. To the extent that say somebody who never took oath in IPOB came to Facebook to continuously repeatedly tell us say I'm an IPOB by oath, I'm an IPOB oath taker. It got to a point that you don't have any other option to accept that I never took oath in IPOB because I want to prove to Biafra that it's not only people who took oath in oath that can fight for Biafra. They dropped IPOB in totally the very day they declare we are autopilot. That they started sending message to Pig in the Creek, Ezio here, that we autopilot are not like this, are not like that. We don't blackmail, we don't do this. If you want to call them IPOB criminal Irat DOS. The person who opened the so-called radio today or supposed radio today, once upon a time, not too long ago, told us that our leader ordered him to create an app or a platform that was going to rival IPOB. A platform that was going to rival IPOB. But he's never going to open that platform. He's never going to launch it. He said he's not going to launch the platform. That if they wait for our supreme leader to come out of the DSS dungeon before he go launch that platform, it's only doing himself that he's going to launch this platform. The app is already ready, but we are waiting for Onyedu to come outside to come and launch this platform. All of a sudden, Enter Biafra is no longer enough. YouTube channel is no longer enough. What is it called? Facebook is no longer enough. All the social media infiltrators, errats, and Alamajeri, all of them put together, is no longer enough. You need to open a radio of the absence of our supreme leader, your so-called master, as a disciple. You now have to open a radio to rival his own radio. You couldn't wait for him. You couldn't wait for him the way you have been waiting for him, even though you were paid to develop that app or that social media platform. You were paid. You were not doing it for free. Because I saw a memo when they were writing a memo of when Nwagbuda was part of when he was raising money for IPOB. It is not IPOB, it was IPOB member. When he was developing the app, it was IPOB member. When he was doing this, it was IPOB member. Apart from raising fund, which other thing has Nwagbuda in Finland done for IPOB? And all the money that was raised, that was conducted, or that Nwagbuda and Finland was part of it, none of those money were delivered to IPOB. It started raising money when ESN was already established. Underline it. It started raising money when ESN was already established. So all the money that was raised after IPOB, after ESN was already established, none of them goes to ESN. If 200,000 or $1 million was raised, now about 20,000 or 30,000, I go to wherever they want to send and go to when you get to do with ESN, because our supreme leader was already there. The other money will be embezzled. Other of the money will be embezzled by these so-called people who were raising this money. Now, those apps that you also included, that when Nwagbuda and Finland developed this app, it was IPOB. Where is that app today? Where is that app? He said, he tell us, make we patiently wait that when our leader come out, that he's going to establish that app. But he rushed out yesterday to announce a radio station or radio app or radio channel, whatever. What happened if our leader, if he waits for our leader to come out before you open that radio? Or he has suddenly found out that Biafrans in Biafra land are not listening to enter Biafra and YouTube channel. Or he has finally found out that we are beating him hands down. The only thing he would do now is to go and open a radio. Now that radio now and that to pile everything. I don't not since I come outside they happy. Because I know the game. I know the game. I know how IPOB run things. They set an agenda for you, they push you, and they will show you where to land. If you know as our body they sweet us, if you know as our mind they sweet us, how our communication will be so smooth, we are celebrating. Because we have been waiting for a day like this to come. Mazi Donald Azubike, good evening, sir. From here, we have been, because that is where our strength lies. That is where our strength. We now show you where to land, and when you now finally land, we will show you what we are made of. Now the space is wide. The Biafra land is big. The space is wide. Oh yeah, let's continue the race. Let me see if you have any other thing to discuss on that radio. If not DOS, Kanuta, China Sanworu, they sold our leader. They sold our leader. Raise fund for ESN. Let me see if you have any other thing to offer on that radio apart from that. And Biafrans, if at all there is anyone who's going to listen there, they are going to definitely get tired. Because you have nothing to offer.